Campi Flegrei cracks open as millions of earthquakes shake Italy's restless supervolcano. Pozzuoli Italy deep, beneath the densely populated coast west of Naples, one of Earth's most closely watched volcanic systems, is showing alarming signs of unrest. The vast volcanic caldera, known as Campi Flegrei, has entered a period of intense seismic activity, with scientists recording thousands upon thousands of earthquakes as the ground beneath the city of Pozzuoli continues to rise and fracture. What residents are witnessing on the surface, cracks opening in roads, damaged buildings, and shifting coastlines, is the visible expression of powerful forces building below the Earth's crust. Researchers say the ongoing crisis is driven by a phenomenon known as Bradyseism, a slow but persistent uplift of the ground caused by the movement of hot fluids, volcanic gases, and possibly magma deep underground. Since 2005, parts of the Campi Flegrei caldera have risen by approximately 1.4 meters, dramatically altering the landscape around Pozzuoli. Scientific studies show that the strongest uplift is concentrated near the coastal region, where earthquake activity has also intensified. More than 1,000 earthquakes per month have been recorded during the most active periods, indicating that the crust is being pushed to its limits. In recent years, several powerful seismic swarms have rattled southern Italy. Earthquakes exceeding magnitude 4 have repeatedly struck the area, causing widespread concern among residents and authorities. Cracks have appeared in homes, masonry has fallen from buildings, and emergency inspections have become increasingly common. Some of the strongest tremors recorded in decades have originated beneath Pozzuoli and the surrounding Gulf, highlighting the growing instability of the volcanic system. Scientists are now using advanced seismic monitoring and artificial intelligence to analyze the immense volume of earthquake data being generated by the caldera. Recent research identified tens of thousands of previously undetected seismic events hidden within the volcanic region. These discoveries revealed a complex network of underground faults, including a large ring-shaped fracture system surrounding the zone of maximum uplift. The findings suggest that the crust beneath Campi Flegrei is becoming increasingly stressed as pressure continues to accumulate. Adding to concerns, geophysical studies have identified damaged and weakened layers of rock beneath the caldera. Researchers believe volcanic gases rising from deeper reservoirs may be trapped beneath these weakened zones, causing pressure to build over time. This process could explain both the accelerating ground deformation and the extraordinary number of earthquakes now being detected across the region. While the exact behavior of the system remains uncertain, scientists agree that the ongoing seismic crisis reflects a volcanic structure undergoing significant change. Despite the dramatic increase in earthquake activity, experts emphasize that there is currently no evidence of an imminent volcanic eruption. Monitoring agencies continue to maintain heightened surveillance while warning that the situation remains highly dynamic. The primary threat at present comes from earthquakes and ground deformation, which can damage infrastructure and place hundreds of thousands of residents at risk. Emergency authorities have updated evacuation plans and preparedness measures as the unrest continues. Some researchers believe the caldera may be approaching a critical threshold during the coming decade. Statistical analyses of seismic and deformation trends suggest that the acceleration observed since 2005 is unlikely to continue indefinitely. Instead, the system may eventually transition into a new phase, whether that means a slowdown, an intensified bradyseismic crisis, or a more significant volcanic event. Predicting which outcome will occur remains one of the greatest challenges facing volcanologists today. For now, the the streets of Pozzuoli continue to bear the scars of a restless earth. Cracks spread through pavement, buildings endure repeated shaking, and the ground slowly rises year after year. Beneath the surface, millions of tiny fractures and countless earthquakes are reshaping the crust of one of Europe's most dangerous volcanic regions. Whether Campi Flegrei is merely releasing pressure or preparing for a larger geological transformation remains unknown. What scientists do know is that the supervolcano beneath southern Italy is far from asleep, and every new tremor adds another piece to a puzzle that the world is watching closely. Then, after months of relentless seismic swarms and accelerating ground deformation, the crisis reached a terrifying climax. Shortly before dawn, a powerful explosion erupted from the central sector of Campi Flegrei. Witnesses across Naples reported a deafening roar as a towering column of ash, gas, and volcanic debris blasted several kilometers into the atmosphere. Within minutes, darkness spread across parts of the Bay of Naples as volcanic ash began falling over roads, homes, and coastal communities. Scientists monitoring the caldera watched in alarm as instruments recorded a rapid release of pressure from the fractured crust, transforming years of unrest into a full-scale volcanic eruption. As the eruption intensified, multiple vents opened across the caldera near Pozzuoli, releasing fountains of incandescent lava and superheated volcanic gases. Pyroclastic flows, fast-moving avalanches of ash, rock, and gas, reaching temperatures of hundreds of degrees Celsius, raced across portions of the volcanic field. Emergency sirens echoed throughout the region as authorities ordered mass evacuations. Satellite imagery revealed an enormous ash plume spreading across southern Italy and drifting over the Mediterranean Sea, disrupting air traffic and prompting aviation alerts across Europe. The eruption represented the most significant activity at Campi Flegrei in centuries, raising fears that the volcanic system had entered an entirely new phase. Researchers cautioned that the eruption could mark only the beginning of a prolonged volcanic episode. Deep beneath the caldera, magma continued rising through a network of fractures that had been expanding for years as earthquakes weakened the crust. While scientists emphasized that it was impossible to determine how long the eruption would continue, they warned that additional explosive events remained possible. For millions of residents living in the shadow of Campi Flegrei and nearby Naples, the eruption served as a stark reminder that one of Europe's most dangerous volcanic systems had awakened